Alright, today I felt like looking at Kryptos again because I'm looking at, the Reckoner, which is like 4 quadrants. It's just not in an S shape. I don't have a whiteboard like that. But, yeah, here we go. I already done this before in like a live stream, like years ago, but I've decided to relook at it and see what else I see from it. So, again, Kryptos means hidden, or intelligence gathering. Fuck, I wonder what it's based on. Do you reckon? So Kryptos itself is a word. I'll just do this. Look at that. Isn't that neat? How that works out? Isn't that neat? Kryptos. Kind of like a compound word. So it should obviously meet 3858 two different ways. Ooh. But doesn't every word mean that? Alright, so other things on the Kryptos statue is located at the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, for a reason. Compass rose. Okay, so other things like a stone slab has an engraving of a compass rose pointing to a lodestone. Now, a lodestone is a naturally magnetized mineral rock. So you have a compass rose on a stone pointing to a lodestone. Here is also a landscape garden area, a fish pond, because you gotta have a fish bowl, and a reflecting pool, because you can't trust what you see. And also there's a triangle-shaped black stone slab, and what I've been looking at lately, tetrahedrons. So, I mean, this thing's got all the things, but it even gets better. The guy who made this in 1990 is still alive, and actually he just put out another clue to the 4th quadrant decode as early as August 2020. Okay. That's where it's located. That's what I just talked about. Okay. The ciphertext on the left-hand side of the sculpture has been seen from a courtyard. The main sculpture contains 869 characters in total, 865 letters, and 4 question marks. Anyways, there's some things about what he omitted for aesthetic reasons, yada yada yada. Those are the quadrants of garbage. And what I did is I counted the last one. The last one has 32 characters across and 16 columns. What do those numbers mean to Kevin? Heaven. 32 times 5, because 1 and a 4 is a 5. 32 times 5 plus 14 is your 170 magnets in heaven. 32 times 5 is 160. 160 plus 14 is 174. So I guess all 4 quadrants of these, I didn't count all of them, but I counted 1. I'm going to assume that they're all 32 by 14. Let's just imagine there's 4 quadrants to make a 5th hole. Anyway, so that's a little hint about heaven. The other, the only one who knows it is the blah blah WW guy. In 2020, Sanborn stated that he planned to put the secret to the solution up for auction when he dies. Kind of cool. That means the secret of free energy is going to come out like in his death time. I like that. Die already. So, don't give a fuck, people. Solvers, a bunch of solvers, all CIA people and, I don't know, really smart people that aren't me. So, solutions. Solution of passage 1. Between subtle shading and the absence of light lies the nuance of IQ illusion. Q is a 17. It's supposed to say illusion. IQ is like an I with a 17. Anyways, IQ illusion. Solution of passage 2. It was totally invisible how that's possible. They used the Earth's magnetic field. The information was gathered and transmitted underground to an unknown location. Does Langley know about this? They should. It's buried out there somewhere. Who knows the exact location? Only WW. This is what his last message. 38 degrees 57 minutes 6.5 seconds north. 77 degrees 8 minutes 44 seconds west. Layer 2. That's the second message. Now, what do I talk about all the time? 38:58. This says 38 degrees, 57 minutes, 6.5 seconds. 6.5 seconds. Let's just say that's an 11 with a point around it. I don't know. Let's just a +1. So your 38 degrees, 57 minutes, let's say, becomes 38 degrees, 58 minutes. Let's imagine wildly for a minute that. Now the second coordinate is 77 degrees, 8 minutes. And what's 3858 times 2 is 7,716, 7716. So you have now 77 degrees, 8 minutes, 44 seconds. Well, 44 is an 8, and an 8's there. And I'm pretty sure an 8 and 8's a 16. So I think that decodes to 77 degrees, 16 minutes, let's say. So Langley, well, sorry. The coordinates mentioned in this plain text have been interpreted using a modern geodetic datum as indicating a point that is approximately 174 feet from the sculpture. What did I say? 32 and 14. 32 times 5 is 160, plus the 14 axles from the 6 faces and 8 vertices of your cube is 174. Now we've been given a coordinate system, which is 3858, 7716. And apparently 174 meters from it is this statue. Anyways, however, the more likely datum NAD 27 used for USGS topographic maps and United States Army Corps of Engineering's projects indicates a point in a cafeteria doorway. Okay, solution to passage 3 is actually a quote from the opening of Tutankhamun's sarcophagi, I think. Slowly, desperately, the remains of passage debris that encumbered the lower part of the doorway was removed with trembling hands. They made a tiny breach in the upper left-hand corner where the top 69 would be. And then widening that hole a little, I inserted the candle, fire, plasma, energy, and peered in. The hot air escaping from the chamber caused the flame to flicker, but presently details of the room within emerged from the midst. Can you see anything? Q. Remember, the reckoner is also a floor plan of where to put the devices. I made a tiny breach in the upper left-hand corner where the 69 would be, and then widening the hole a little, I inserted the candle and peered in. The hot air escaping from the chamber caused the flame to flicker, but presently details of the room within emerged from the mist. Can you see anything, Q? Q. Again, your Y that I talked about the other day, it's actually 13 characters, but if you count the other 1, 2, 3, and the 1, it's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the 17 is literally creating the tetrahedron. You have a center, you have 4 points, and between the center and the 4 points on all 4 directions are 3 units. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the center is 13, plus the 4 extremities, 17. Q. Q code, tetrahedron code. Oh, QAnon? Tetrahedron anon? Is that what you think? If not, please grab the back of your scruff and run as fast as you can while pushing your face into the next rigid wall. I don't even know what QAnon is. I think anyone that thinks anything that is the truth is a retard because you guys don't know truth, because you don't know math. This is a paraphrased quotation from Howard Carter's account of the opening of the tomb of Tutankhamun, November 26, 1922, as he described in his 1923 book, The Tomb of Tutankhamun. The question with which it ends is asked by Lord Carter, to which Carter in the book famously replied, "Wonderful things." In November 26, 1922 field notes, however, his reply was, "Yes, it was wonderful." Alright, so clues given to passage 4. Alright, so there's a 2010 he released a clue between the 64th and 69th characters. So between 8-bit and a 69. It's NYPVTT, and apparently that means Berlin. And then 2014, the subsequent letters, 70th to 74th letters in the passage are apparently clock, so it means Berlin clock. Anyway, the 74th letter is K, both in plain text and ciphertext, meaning that it is possible for a character to encrypt itself. This means it does not have the weakness where a character could never be encrypted as itself. That was known to be inherent in the German Enigma machine. So there's a weakness in this. Anyways, the guy who made it said, you better delve into that particular clock, but there's 2 retarded clocks in Berlin. There's one with water bubbles that fills every 12 vials every 12 hours. And then there's another one which is digital. I mean, it's all creation code shit. Looked at it before. Don't care about it again. Let's see. January 2020, at possessions 26 to 34, the ciphertext, whatever, is the word northeast. And in August 2020, so January and August, I guess guys are getting a little fucking horny to get this out there. I like that. Northeast, and in August 2020, the 4 letters after in 22 to 25, the before letters, so between 22 and 25, and then 26 and 34, it reads east, northeast. Yeah. East, northeast. Berlin clock. I just wanted to point out the fact that the 3858 is strong with this one, especially with the CIA in general and Langley for being there. It's like Atlanta's on the 33rd and 30th. I think Atlanta's in a special place. It's just like, why? Why? Like, you can build anywhere. They built there. First they built the streets, then they built the towns. Is it the roads and the towns? First they built the roads, then they built the towns. Anyways, I don't like Langley, Virginia. And I think all of this is based on the Reckoner from, all of secret societies. Like, I don't know which secret society Jim Sanborn is part of. And all these other people that might know something. I don't know, maybe as simple as bubble math. I don't look at that. I just look at the overallness of everything. And a lot of that shit stands out to me. Come on, you got a stone slab, and this is a stone. It's like the Reckoner in 3D model is like a stone. You need 5 stones to make it turn on, or like to make the solution work, you need to be 5 stones. How much is 5 stones? I know stones is a weight. So what are 5 stones? In pounds, I guess. 5 stones to pounds, because I don't know kilograms, even though I probably should. 70. 5 stone is 70 pounds. 570. Circle 7. So, yeah, reflecting pool, because lake can bend in air. Fish pond, because lake can bend in water. A landscape garden area. So he's got the Garden of Eden, and the next thing created after the plants were the fish. Aqualife was next, and then birds. Because Mars is before the sun. And then a reflecting pool. Triangle-shaped black stone slab. Guys, hidden intelligence gathering. Welcome to reality. These are the people that rule reality and keep the reality hidden from you, but not hidden from you because it's hidden in plain sight, and it's not their fault that you're retarded is, I guess, their thing behind it all, when they could teach you how not to be retarded, but they don't, and I'm the only one trying.